lads, and welcome back to Wizarding Wiz. That's right, today we are going to cover winged horses, but before we get into it, if you are new here, go down and hit that subscribe button to make sure that you stay up to date with all of the content released on the Wizarding world. If you have any thoughts or theories, do not be afraid to leave them in the comment section below, as I do read all comments. So originally, I had planned this video to explain the difference between a Pegasus and an Abraxan winged horse, because believe it or not, people often confuse the two. Now, it's easy to do. Pegasus is a winged horse, and an Abraxan winged horse is obviously a winged horse. And so I had set out on a mission to find the difference and maybe help alleviate some of the confusion between an Abraxan winged horse and a Pegasus. And it turns out, while I was on my hunt for this information, that I found that we actually have several different breeds of winged horses in the Wizarding world. And oddly enough, Pegasus technically is not one of them. She does not include Pegasus, and I think I know the reason why. Technically, Pegasus itself was a singular winged horse created by Poseidon and Medusa. Now, Pegasus did go on to father an entire herd of horses known as Pegasi, and it is believed that several of the other breeds of winged horses are descended from this herd, but are not a part of the Pegasi gene pool. The biggest difference between a Pegasus and an Abraxan winged horse is that Pegasus was actually horse-sized and have been depicted in Greek mythology to be a variety of different colors, whereas an Abraxan winged horse is actually a gigantic and very powerful winged horse, and is only in Palomino. It can only be that Palomino color. It can't be brown or gray or any other color. And the other thing is, whereas Pegasus was the creation of Poseidon and Medusa, it is commonly believed, although not confirmed yet by J.K. Rowling, that she chose the Abraxan species name after Abraxas, which was one of the horses of the goddess Aurora during the dawn of Roman mythology. Now, those two are the two that are most often confused with each other in the Wizarding world. But we also have the Aethonian, which is a breed of winged horse that is mostly chestnut in color and is very, very popular in Britain and Ireland. We only ever see this horse depicted on the Chocolate Card Frog 4, Lord Stoddard Withers, presumably because he is from the Great Britain area. Now, it is thought that the name Aethonian is derived from the name Aethon, if I'm pronouncing either of those right. If I'm pronouncing them wrong, I am very sorry. But Aethonian was the horse. But Aethonian was one of the horses that pulled the chariot of the god Helios, who was the titan of the sun in Greek mythology. The third winged horse in the series, or I guess fourth, technically, if you count Pegasus, although, like I said, Pegasus isn't in the series. So the third in the series, fourth on this list, is the Granian winged horse. Now, the Granian winged horse is known to be gray and is a normal-sized winged horse, and its hair is very often used in potions, much like the Abraxan or the unicorn. Granians are known to be gray, which is where their name is actually derived from, and exceedingly fast. In Norse mythology, the Norse hero Sigurd, S-I-G-U-R-D, I'll put it on the screen here, named his horse Grani because of its color, which was gray, and Grani actually means gray in the Norse language, and the fact that it was known to be, or said to be, faster than the wind. It was also said that Grani was the offspring of Sleipnir, who was the steed of Odin, and coincidentally also the child of Loki after he assumed the form of a mare. Now, this is Norse mythology. Obviously, I'm not talking about the Avengers, Loki and Odin here. I am talking about the actual Norse gods, Loki and Odin. Odin was the king of gods in Norse mythology, much like Zeus was in Greek mythology. So there's a little mythology lesson for you on top of the horse mythology lesson. For our last horse on this list, probably one that you expected from the very beginning as soon as you saw the title of this video, we are going to touch on the Thestral. Now, a Thestral, as we all know, is a black, skeletal-looking winged horse with bat-like wings, who is invisible to pretty much everybody who hasn't witnessed death for themselves, seen death with their own eyes. And because of this, Thestrals are believed to be bad luck, bad omens, and highly dangerous. We do know, of course, that this isn't true. It's just associated this way because of the fact that they are only seen by those who have seen death for themselves. Because of all of this, Thestrals are actually classified as highly dangerous, when in fact, they're really not. But because of their spooky nature and the means by which they are seen or unseen, they fall under a highly regulated and highly dangerous category within the Ministry of Magic standards of beast, being, and spirit. Although mostly undeservedly, because like I said, although they are creepy, they are pretty much harmless. So guys, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not already, so that you can stay up to date with all of the content created on this channel. Until next time guys, stay safe and watch out for those Dementors.